All right, dude. Let's get week 7 going here, man. I'm
Best show ever.
I'm ready. Dude!
Doug, what's up, buddy?
Start me up, man.
Wardrobe
Start
change
me up.
again.
Wardrobe change.
Week 7, wardrobe change.
Week to week.
I'm going back and forth.
Is it helping at all?
No, because everything everything's a mess. Until now, I'm just telling you, I've got to figure it out. I'm ready. Week 7. I am so excited to be here today and bring winners to all the viewers out there.
And honestly, he doesn't put on the shirt until like the last second. You know, where this, I'm looking like, oh my gosh, you're going to wear this one now. You know, we almost need a whole like wardrobe for you.
You know, I'm just I was really disappointed last Sunday. I've just you know, I'm trying to find myself again, trying to get, you know, trying to find my rhythm again, and I just last week I was really disappointed in the performance, and I wasn't gonna.
But your record, you know, we'll talk about the record in a second. But you know what?
It was a decent week, yeah.
It was a good week. Yep. It was a really good week. That's it. It was a good week. So hey, we are back for week 7, man. This is something else. You got Carl, you got Doug, you got Fire and Brimm Sports, and we are back for NFL Week 7, man. I mean, as I say every single week, it's going too fast.
Bringing you all the NFL knowledge that you need. This is the only show that you need.
This is the only show that you need. That's right. So let's sit down. Let's go over the records. What do you think? Now there was one somebody on YouTube goes, yeah, these guys the first 5 minutes all they do is talk
about how much we like each other, right?
That's right. Okay, you know what? We're going to continue to do that.
That's right. That's what we do. Listen, this is a serious handicapping show. Okay, if you want winners, this is the show that you come to.
Dude,
my 42-50 record show.
Okay, but 8 and 6.
That was better.
You're coming back up.
Yep, let's go.
Coming back up. I mean, I'm very happy. Another week. I mean, You're coming back. I mean, you know what? I think last year you built yourself quite a cushion. And
well, listen, I made some tweaks to the algorithm. And what I have developed now is a 5-star, super lock, unbeatable method of picking the winners. I'm going to unleash my knowledge today and show what it's all about.
Vegas. We need to get some people from Vegas to watch
listen,
this. I mean,
it's a serious handicapping show.
Serious handicapping show, absolutely. Maybe we'll get the airplane out to Vegas. Harrison went in 9-7-7. Kool-Aid pick. Boy, did the Cowboys.
They came through.
Cowboys just bail me out in that Kool-Aid pick.
I had a feeling. I said, this is the Kool-Aid pick. It's going to come through. The Kool-Aid pick does... Guys... That's 5 units. I mean, he's 5-0-1.
That's right.
This is the real deal. The Kool-Aid pick is the locked-in.
I am in
money play of the week.
I am in the zone with that.
Fantastic.
So I like that feeling of talking about ourselves, right?
Yeah, no, it's good. Right?
It does feel good, doesn't it? But you know what? Let's talk about other folks. And I tell you what, it wasn't just us. When you look at this,
there's a lot of good weeks last week. They said, Alex.
Highlight Backpack Gaming. Our buddy Pheng. 10-4.
He's had a couple nice weeks.
I mean, Jay Blackbelt, 10-4. Look at all those 10-4s. In fact, this whole first page here. I mean, everybody is well above 500. I mean, my goodness, it was
a lot of people deserving of the guest picker.
Absolutely, absolutely, and so it just keeps going. I mean, you're always going to have. It's going to be a tough week for somebody, right? Yep. But when you look at it last week, really, I mean. Nice job, everybody. Yeah. It was absolute.
It's all about bringing winners to the fans.
This is the winners, absolutely.
You know?
All right, talking about winners.
Boy, I tell you what. The Survivor pick and the Kool-Aid pick. Look at this guy rolling into week 7.
Now, you know, on YouTube and on Twitter, I put some polls out there about who should I pick for the week 7, you know, Survivor pick. Because... First of all, I've never been this far in a Survivor League before.
Really amazing.
I've never gone this far. So now I'm kind of freaking out.
You haven't even had to sweat one out, I don't think.
No, there wasn't. No, you know what? The Bengals over the Jaguars.
Okay.
That Thursday night game. It was a tougher one.
Yeah.
But the other
ones, have all been
no.
locked in. Yeah, you've been crushing it.
Now,
impressive.
So here's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm looking at all kinds like the Saints over the Seahawks. It's like, there's 1 week you're going to have to gamble. There's going to be a couple weeks that you have to gamble because as you use up the teams, right? So that's what I've been looking. That's why I've been asking everybody what their advice is. But let's see. I know what my team's going to be.
Yeah, I hope that you went with your pick because that's the one that we're on a roll here.
I've got it. No, and everybody's feedback was awesome. I mean, there was some great feedback on that. So I'm excited to get the Survivor pick going. Okay, what do we do about the 3-team parlay?
I'd say we need to. Well, this is why I tweaked the system, because again, 1 and 2, I'm not bringing in a very good 3-team parlay. We're 6 weeks in and I haven't hit one.
Nobody else has either. Nobody else has either.
What's going to happen is we're going to flush the 3-team parlay right down the production chute, because this is not helping anybody. And this really shows your strength. If you can pick, if I go 10 and 4, but I don't hit the 3-teamer, I'm really not bringing any quality to everybody.
Okay, so we got to change it this week.
Yeah, it's time to win.
We're going to change it this week.
It's time to win.
Okay, so you know what you're talking about is bringing some real quality, more quality than what we have.
Yeah, I fixed the algorithm.
You fixed the algorithm. And so, I don't know, like, if you ever hear, like, when you're buying something, you want to buy something quality, right? I mean...
It was a week of quality wins.
I'm telling you what, when you looked at last week, really, when we were talking about this, across the board, all the winners...
Big wins.
They either went into somebody's home and won, or they won big like they're supposed to. Like Arizona goes to Cleveland and it takes care of business.
They just beat them.
That's a quality win, man. The Jaguars. Hey, nice job to the Jaguars. Do you think Urban Meyer did a dance afterwards?
Talk about teams like... Listen, Minnesota was impressive. Gosh darn it, if I don't stop missing the boat on the Vikings, okay, I want to believe in them so bad. It just feels like they let me down. But you know what? That was a huge win for them.
They go on the road to Carolina and they win. I mean, you know what? We've both been banging, especially me. I bang on Minnesota all the time.
Yeah. Well, but Zim's your guy that you want out the door.
I still want him out the door, but but that's a big win.
Big wins here. Raiders on the road. The Bengals went into Detroit and just absolutely did what they were supposed to do.
They did what they were supposed to do.
Nobody played, as they say. I always look for the teams that are going to play to the level of their competition.
Nobody did that.
And
there isn't a team that did that.
Nobody really did that.
I mean,
they won convincingly.
The Packers, they had a nice win over the Bears.
I mean, and that's at Chicago, rivalry game,
absolutely.
And it was never in jeopardy. It was never in doubt.
Even Dallas, even though they won in the overtime, but the fact is they were on the road. They're against the Patriots. You're playing a Bill Belichick defense.
Yep.
It's always going to be a tough game.
They still looked good again. Prescott still looks really good.
Oh, he does look good. He does look good. But I tell you, Mac Jones,
he
is not throwing a ball. He's not throwing a ball like a rookie.
And he's got that short memory, too. He
does.
Pick six, came right back and fired that touchdown pass.
I mean, when I see him on they'll show a picture of him on the sidelines, and he's got that look. I mean, I'm almost afraid to say it. He's got a Tom Brady look. I mean, just that... You're right. You
got to, as they say, I heard in one of my favorite shows, to be a goldfish. So, short-term memory.
So all of these teams, and this really, it just got me because there wasn't one that just...
Kansas City. They didn't go around and mess around. They were never in danger. That win...
Even with that defense.
Was a huge win. Yeah.
Even with the defense, they didn't. They took care of business. So all those teams, I mean, everybody's team out there, I mean, they did what they were supposed to do.
All of a sudden, everybody forgot what a home team on Monday night was. Like, the Tennessee was just going to get rolled by Buffalo because they blew out Houston and Miami and Washington. Like, come on.
Did I hear that right? It was the most lead changes in a
there were like
Monday
7.
night game, something like that.
It was so much fun. It was a fun game.
I was texting Pheng the whole time, and I said, this is like a prize fight. It's like a heavyweight fight because they were just going back and forth at each other.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen, back
I know,
and forth.
it was a great game. It was an absolutely awesome game. So I tell you what, quality wins, man. I was impressed with the way everybody looked that week.
So now the question is I still went into the season thinking that the AFC had the upper hand. That the AFC was the battle. Like, that's where the best teams are coming from.
I don't know.
And now you're talking Arizona, you're talking Green Bay, you're talking the Rams, you're talking Tampa Bay, you're talking Dallas. I mean,
when you look at those teams,
out of those 5, is there anyone that's better than those 5?
Yeah.
And that's all, I mean, crazy, right? And now it's week 7. We're steaming towards the halfway point, and my goodness,
I know.
This isn't a battle between 3 or 4 teams of who's going to win it all. We don't know. I mean, we know.
No, we know. We can't tell you. We don't want to give it away, right? We know how the script ends. We're just not going to do it. All right, let's get to the brown bags. What do you say?
It's brown bag time. So that was another thing. So tough brown bags this week, right?
just because everything we just said.
Yeah. Everybody did what they were supposed to do.
That's
yeah,
right.
for the most
And
part,
the
yeah.
teams that lost, well, they lost because they were supposed to lose, right? I mean, but
I'm curious
so-
your brown bag.
So this one's going to probably get some ire out there with Bills Mafia, but they needed that win.
Okay.
They needed that win because they already beat Kansas City. They beat Kansas City the week before, right? And if they could have beat Tennessee, the head-to-head going into the playoffs, that would have been a big, it'd be a big switch there.
So
And
they were coming off a big emotional win. I mean,
They
that was a
were.
big win at Kansas City.
They were.
Because outside of that, they beat Miami, Washington, and Houston. But they beat them convincingly. So.
Okay, I'm not going to knock them on not going for the field goal. I'm going to knock them not getting the first down.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
a fantastic. It was just an epic play. I
it
mean,
was-
on both sides of the ball. I have nothing wrong with them going for it, but
okay.
know what
Would they do it in the playoffs? If it was playoffs, let's say Bills at Tennessee playoffs, I think they'd have gone for the field goal. I mean,
So-
take it into overtime and just. I don't know. You can't.
There was who would have thought that you were going to shut down Josh Allen? I mean, you had everything clicking. I don't have anything wrong. My question is please comment on whether you think that the Bills are worthy of a brown bag.
I know. I know.
what do you-
I know.
What I want to know is if anybody really feels the Bills are really worthy of a brown bag.
I know. That's the whole thing. I couldn't think of another one.
Do you not know the history of home teams on Monday Night Football and a quality one at that? I mean, did you see Derrick Henry?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of him? He's pretty good. He's
Actually-
pretty good.
Who is it? Mika Hyde.
So,
Mika Hyde just got rolled by Derrick
Oh my
Henry.
gosh,
I mean,
yeah.
dude, that guy is a freight train when he's going. Absolute
I'm
freight
gonna
train.
go true brown bag.
Okay, the true brown bag.
I'm
Okay,
gonna go
what is it?
True brown bag.
Browns? Brown. Well,
Listen, this was a 3-point spread.
Yeah.
3-point spread.
yeah,
This was
And-
supposed to be a game.
they got walloped.
Look,
Absolutely.
here's the deal with the Lions. They said in the preseason that the team was so bad, the film was unusable.
Unusable.
It
Right.
was
right.
That somebody said that we cannot even use the film because
Right.
they're that bad, and nobody wanted to believe that. These are NFL players. These are NFL.
Yeah, it can't be
NFL
that bad,
proper-
right?
But our best wide receiver was on the Denver practice squad last year. I say our. Let's say the Lions.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not biased
yeah, really.
here, but. You got thumped at home against a better team, but it was a 3-point spread.
Yeah.
That's saying this should be a ball game. You got blown out the door. You get your doors blown off. I mean, you're terrible. They're terrible. They're as bad as advertised. So it's not a surprise. It's just the realization of, wow.
The only week that they're not going to lose is the bye week.
So you know what? I wouldn't put it past them. They'll find a way. Or they will find a way. I mean,
They'll lose something
They may
in
be
the bye
0-18. But anyway, that's my brown bag and justified.
I don't know what to do with the Lions. I mean, in Premier League and in soccer in England.
Oh, they would be
Well,
relegated.
the lowest teams every year, like the bottom, like 3 or 4 teams, they're kicked out of the league.
Yeah.
They go to like the minor
Yeah.
leagues.
Yeah.
It's like
They get kicked out of the Premier and go to the Championship.
that's what you got to do with the Lions. You got to kick them out. So
It's pretty bad. I mean,
It
it's
is.
been bad for a long time. Their last playoff win was 1991. I was 14 years old, Doug. I was just a young. But anyway, I digress. Brown bags.
right.
Are they
Yeah,
worthy
I
of brown bag
know,
picks?
I know.
Who's your brown bag pick? Obviously, Shane.
yeah, are we picking on the Lions? Am I being really too critical about the Bills? Yeah, let's hear it. I know it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the hits from Bills Mafia.
You have. Bills Mafia should be loud, Matt. They really should.
They're going to give you some flack.
Listen, you were having a heck of a season. I'm interested to see the Kool-Aid pick because that's the money lock
Yeah,
pick
it's
of the
the
week.
money-
I'm
that's a
interested
lock.
to see
That's
the
a lock.
Survivor pick. But I've got the algorithm. I tweaked it, and I'm delivering winners today. I'm ready to
Okay. Before I start, Pheng is on the board with us.
Yes,
Pheng is
Pinger.
back.
Let's go.
Bring
Hey.
back Pheng. Okay. Fantasy leagues are in trouble all over the country right now because
Yeah, you can't start Trevor Lawrence.
You can't start that.
Oh, look, we can't pick on the Vikings. I would like to just
Actually-
say I have missed the boat on the Vikings every week, and I wish I could pick them to win this week. I will.
Actually, here's the guy who bangs with the Vikings. Adam Thielen is one of my best wide receivers
Yeah.
on the team.
Oh,
There's no
they need
Josh
a
Allen
break.
this week. There's no Dak. There's no Zeke. There's a lot of, there's no Justin Herbert. There's a lot of folks that are hurting, especially my fantasy league games. So,
It's
okay,
going to be a fun week of games.
what do we do with this one? Broncos. Thursday night, Broncos take on the Browns.
Can the Browns field a team?
Okay, Baker's out.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt's out. Chubb is out.
Book
2
it.
points. What do you think?
The algorithm says Browns victory.
You know what? And I am going to follow suit on that because this is one where in the locker room the defense says it's on us, man. We're going to step
I'm
up.
going to tell you, the defense is going to step up. I agree. And you know what they have? I like Stefanski. They've got a coach. He's got a football team put together.
Yeah.
And they're going to be okay.
So,
I think they're going to win this game.
So Pheng went 10-5 or no 10-4 last week. He starts out 0-1.
That's too. You know what? It's fun to have Pheng on the board, though. Right?
Sorry, Pheng.
These 3 guys. This is going to be. Listen, we're all going to be glued to the TV this weekend with the popcorn. Get your popcorn ready. So
we have every right to bang on Pheng because he's a great friend of ours.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, this has got to be the premier game of the week.
What a game!
Kansas City takes on the Titans.
What a game.
Kansas City coming off. We know about their defense, right? Mm-hmm. These guys just the heavyweight
Their
boxing
secondary's
last
a little
week.
depleted too. They got some
5.5 points.
Yep.
Chiefs. That seems like a lot to me. I'm going to go Tennessee because it's in Tennessee.
This isn't going to be another one of those weeks, is it, Doug?
Let's find out.
If the tweak in my algorithm says these are all Doug's picks.
So we either go 2-0 or 2-0 or 0-2 or it's with Pheng because he's going back and forth with us. Okay. Interesting matchup. This is a really interesting one.
Division battle. Who thought the Browns would be sitting in the cellar of this division right now?
Bengals take on the Ravens. It's in Baltimore. Now, I got to say this. John Harbaugh and the Ravens, I've got to give them almost like Coach of the Year right now because before the season even started, they lost Dobbins. They lost like 2 running backs. And they're not losing anything.
Yeah.
They're still going.
Yep. And that game against the Lions that they snuck out, they were depleted that game too. Injuries and sicknesses.
I love Burrow,
but
I think that we have to see exactly what kind of team they are.
Okay. Because I like Burrow to keep it a game, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals go down there and win that football game.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
This should be a big game. The Bengals want to prove they're for real. Baltimore, if they put on a shellacking of the Bengals, Baltimore is. They're in the driver's seat to me.
This is going to be a great game because I want to see
right now
Joe Burrow
they're in the driver's seat of the AFC. So,
okay, Jets coming off a bye last week. They didn't lose last week.
They're bad.
Take on the Patriots. They're smarting, right? Because the Patriots lost at home to Dallas.
Yep.
So they want to prove something. They want to prove something to the fans.
I don't know if that's enough to cover a win by a touchdown.
Okay, let's see the Patriots.
But I think just because the Jets are so bad, I can't pick them. The algorithm said there's no way we're taking the Jets. There's absolutely no way.
I think that they're going to put on such a show that yes, here it is, folks.
The Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid pick right away.
Wait a minute. Kool-Aid to cover 7?
Cover 7.
Are you getting nervous?
No.
All right. Look, the Kool-Aid pick hasn't lost.
There it is, folks. Right here.
All right.
We got the Patriots.
It hasn't lost. Drink up the Kool-Aid.
Go Pats. I know you love these Patriots, man.
Yeah, Bill's Mafia is loving you today. Bill's Mafia is loving you today. I don't know if I'd leave the house. Lay low for the week.
That's right. Don't give out any personal information.
Lay low.
Okay. No, I think they cover the 7 easily.
All right.
Just because they're gonna put on a show for the fans. Okay. Washington football team takes on Green Bay. Packers by 8.5.
You know that first game, we wrote off Green Bay like they were going to be a mess with all of that stuff with Aaron Rodgers, and he was like, "It's just one game. It's just one game." And to beat the Bears by 10 in Chicago with just solid play.
It was solid play.
Really, Green Bay.
So we're a lockstep on that one.
We wrote them off way too soon. Yep.
We did.
I don't know if we wrote them off.
It's only
but
one game.
That first game looked really bad, and they are.
We just made too much out of one game, right? Okay.
What's going on here?
It's interesting. Okay. All right, we've got the Panthers. Panthers are just really laid an egg last week.
They have for a couple. They were a potential brown bag.
McCaffrey's actually, that's a good point. McCaffrey's out. He's on injury reserve now, so he's going to be out for a while. He's going to be. That's right. Taking on the Giants, I still think that the Panthers have enough to beat the Giants.
I think the defense is enough to hold on to this game.
That's exactly right. I think they have something to prove. Darnold is back in New York. It's something to prove there. Interesting one. The Falcons actually.
Boy, this is the game of the week.
This is the game of the week right here.
Game of the week.
If you're going to wait up for a game or really watch a game, this is going to be.
And Tua's back, right?
Yeah. So
I just think the ebb and flow of things here. Miami losing to Jacksonville. I think they come back. And put a W on the board.
I think they do too. It's Yeah, I'm sorry.
down in the Sunshine State.
I'm sorry,
so.
Falcons and Dolphins.
I think you just
fans.
don't like Atlanta. You never pick Atlanta.
No, I don't. So that's okay. We'll see about that game. Interesting one for me, man. This is okay. They came off a nice win, emotional win of sorts. I mean, they had a lot going on last week.
Mm-hmm.
They go into Denver, which they do poorly in Denver.
It's a
bad
rivalry game.
They did a nice job in that. The problem is Hurts. I don't even a good team. They're having a problem with Hurts. He's putting a hurt on people. They're not winning the games, but they're making it really close.
I think the Vegas Raiders do enough to.
I'm going to go Eagles. I'm sorry, Raiders fans. I mean, I'm a Raider fan, right? But I just see Jalen Hurts giving the Raiders defense enough.
How do you pick against your team?
Your
heart's got to affect you some way. Like, everybody already knows we're homers. Like, they already know it. And you're still going to pick against them.
So I've got Bills Mafia on me right now, right? I've got Raider Nation all over me right now. I mean, who else can I malign?
Well, I'm a Lions fan. And this is a big college spread right here.
It is a college spread.
This is a college spread.
15 points in an NFL game.
Jared Goff going back to L.A. The Lions are desperate for a win. Campbell's crying at the podium. I mean, they just laid an egg against the Bengals. They are going to come out there, and they are going to show us exactly who they are, Doug.
Serious question.
That's the worst team.
Serious question here. This is truly a serious question.
In the NFL.
You're Matt Stafford. You're going to take on your old team. Do you feel sorry for these guys?
No, you don't feel sorry for it. You look at look what I've been winning with. Look at my numbers and what I had to deal with. They're the worst franchise in the league, and the Rams are going to roll this thing. They're probably this is going to be like a 43-10. This is going to be. There's just no. There's no chance. There's no chance.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the Rams too. But you're saying Stafford doesn't. I don't feel sorry for these schmucks.
No.
Actually, you make a good point. It proves everybody else how good Stafford is, right?
Yeah, he really
because he's been winning all these years with that organization, and it just kind of shows it right there. So,
and I don't ever take NFL spreads at 15. Are you kidding
15,
me?
that's crazy.
Over two
That's crazy.
touchdowns?
That's
Are you
crazy.
kidding me?
Well, look at the next one, 12.5. I don't know. This 12.5. That is...
This one, I can't believe I'm doing this, because you know what? All I want to do is come here every week. The only reason you're picking them is because of Justin Fields. You still think Justin Fields is a quality NFL quarterback.
Because I just don't see the Bucks covering by 12.5.
Carl doesn't
That's
want to
why.
pick them. I don't want to pick them. The algorithm says to pick them, so I'm going with the algorithm.
Okay, well, Pheng doesn't care about the algorithm. He's going to go with the Bucks here, which I don't blame him. But 12.5, the Bucks have not been winning convincingly this year. You know what I mean? They haven't. I don't think they've really been walloping.
There's been
teams.
some close games, yeah.
Yeah, they've had close games, and so I think that Justin Fields, he's getting better every week, and I don't see these guys beat him by 12.5. That's a lot of points. Now, here's a lot of points.
17.5.
17.5.
What is going on?
Look at these numbers, 15, 12.5, 17.5. That's absolutely nuts.
Look, I'm going to say right now, Arizona is...
They're
just, like in the... They're on track for the whole thing. I mean, they are the best. They've shown the most of anybody.
This is
right
an
now.
easy one.
I mean, everything about them looks amazing. There's just no way I'm taking somebody to go win by 18. You've got to get over 3 scores.
No. Just you. Okay, he's going with the Texans too. Here's why.
That's a lot of points.
Here's why. When you are chugging down the track, you don't put on the brakes. You don't put on the brakes. Arizona,
they're not even prepping for this game. They're looking ahead. This is like
a bye week.
They're going to show up and they're just going to run the ball up the middle all game, the whole game, and win by 10.
They're going to perfect. They're going to do what they do.
It's going to be like 24-14, like the Green Bay Chicago game. They're just going to do enough to win.
No, they are going to do what they do, and they're just going to roll and just keep rolling. And they're going to roll right over the Texans. I mean, they're going to win by at least 21.
This is our game where we're.
I should have made this the Kool-Aid pick. I should have made that the Kool-Aid pick. I wasn't.
Would not have laid 17.5 on a guaranteed lock.
Do it. All right, the Colts had a nice win last week.
They did.
They took care of business.
That was another big win.
They took care of business. The 49ers. I mean, I don't know who started. Is it Trey Lance or Garoppolo? I mean, they were both like. I forgot that.
Well. I'm going with the Colts.
I'm going to Colts anyways. It doesn't matter. The Colts, Jonathan Taylor is having a really nice year. And I think that's what they have to do in that team. Just focus on Taylor and just build around him. Looks like Pheng is with us too.
So this, like, the only thing, you are going on the road in San Francisco. Pretty sure Garopp is out, but that's not why I'm taking the Colts.
No, I think the Colts. I think the Colts are finally getting. I mean, they're on the horse and they're riding along, right?
All right.
I think so. Okay, last one.
Monday night. Teams at home on Monday night. Dogs at home on Monday night.
Dang, this is interesting. I actually was
Gino covered that game last week in Pittsburgh. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Gino
did.
covered
That's
that game in Pittsburgh.
That's right, because I had Pittsburgh. You had Seattle.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that got you going.
Yes, I did.
So, the Saints coming out their bye week, taking on Geno Smith. 5. Going up to Seattle is tough. But to win by 5, even with Geno Smith.
You know how I feel about the Saints. You know how I feel about...
They're one of your favorite teams. Right? We should get Carl a Saints jersey.
How I feel about Winston. I mean, just the whole show down there. But I'm picking winners this week.
So is it the algorithm?
I'm feeling 11-5.
The algorithm says it? Okay.
Ones, yeah.
I'm going to go with the Saints. And Pheng's going to go with the Saints too.
No drama there.
No drama there.
No
Actually,
drama there.
I've got Winston starting in favor of Allen in my fantasy league. So just because I'm looking for the points. Okay.
We only have 3 games different.
All right. Let's talk 3-team
3
parlay.
games different.
What's your 3-team
You know
parlay?
what? So listen, I told you it's time to bring winners to the table.
Yeah.
And this is just about what I know is going to happen, okay? I feel
That's the
11-5
algorithm,
in
right?
there. Now listen, I love Tennessee to cover this game. This should be a battle come down to the last possession. They're going to come out with the same emotion that they had against Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's in Tennessee.
I
This is them stepping up and saying, we're
like what you're
part
saying.
of this.
I
We're
like
part
what
of
you're
this
saying.
conversation. It's going to be a heck of a game. It's going to be
I-
another battle, and Tennessee's going to be there. They're definitely one of my locks of the week.
I like that one. I like that one.
And I'm going to go, I like Miami. I think Miami wins this football game. It's a couple of garbage teams, but Tua's back, and that line is wrong at 2.5. Atlanta's really bad. And
Yeah,
then
they are.
This is my surprise pick
Okay,
right
go
here
ahead. You wanna
that
see
you
this
really
one?
wouldn't see this one coming.
Oh, I see
I'm
this
going
one.
the Bears plus
Oh
12.5.
my goodness!
And
I like it.
I am going Bears plus 12.5. Justin Fields. But listen, I came here to deliver 3 winners this week. If you get nothing else out of this, take that away. Take the Kool-Aid pick.
Dude, I love it.
Listen, tell
Okay.
us, guys.
Survivor.
Yes.
No Survivor. Okay, here we go. I've crunched the numbers as well. I've taken everybody's opinions.
I'm so nervous for you.
On Twitter and YouTube, I got everybody's opinions. Okay, my Survivor team. Remember, I can't use them again. I've been looking at this, crunching the numbers. I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers.
Hey,
That's
at
gonna
home
be
against
at home against
You're going with one of the
Washington.
top 2 teams.
I
You're going to use them now.
I know. Am I going to use it now? That's what I've been
All right.
going on. Do I use it now or
Hey,
do I
this is,
gamble?
all right, I like it.
At some point, I got to gamble, but
I like
I don't
it.
want to do it this week. I want to
like
make it into week 8. So
All
yeah,
right.
we're going to go the Packers in that one.
I like
I'm
it.
excited
Great
about
pick.
that. I'm
Hey.
excited about that.
Tell us what you think about that pick.
Absolutely.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Share
Share
this.
the show.
That's right. You know, if you like
Even
the
if
show,
if you don't like it, tell us.
that's
Please
right.
tell us
and
how.
then
Tell us
share
how
the
bad.
show.
Yeah. We just want to hear how.
Just share with everybody that you don't like the show. Okay, just share it.
Tell me how bad we were, and then come back and talk to us when I delivered 11-5 this week.
I like that.
Possibly. I'm gonna have a couple of ones that came out of nowhere. But
Let me know about me putting
yeah,
the
Bills Mafia, speak
the
up.
Bills on the brown bag. I understand. Raider Nation, sorry, man. I may have done it
Listen,
again.
you're going to be the one that's sorry when the Raiders win and cover. It's going to be a great week.
Dude, this is a fun week, man.
It's going to be a great week.
Week 7, have a great time, have a great weekend. It's gonna be fun.
Good luck, everybody. Pick
All right.
some winners.
See ya.